Alright, me and Jay have just had a double take. I cut mine on the Fruity Tooty. Jay?
Mine on the Fruity again, 1.5 baits. You know, as soon as mine ripped off, Fab's ripped off. And it was that fish I lost before. Just cast it out, sat down and it's roared off again. It's only a little one, but in this weather you can, you know.
I'll say mine's just a bit bigger than yours, eh?
Yeah, I'll give him that one.
Yo, as it's raining, I'm going to show you just a little thing I'm doing down the channel. I'm baiting it up. And now I've got a mixture of boilies from Retro Baits and I don't know, some that I found in the bottom of our bag that I need to use up. Yeah, and basically I'm just crushing them up into a little tub. Just chops, not proper crumb, just chops. And I can open it. Getting a Retro Baits spicy orange glug, and all I'm doing, using quite a bit of the glug in this. I do want it to leak off, you know, a lot of attraction, and then I just mix this up, put it in the catapult and fire it out. Sorry if you can't hear me very well, it is hammering it down outside if you can see. Absolutely pouring, but you know, I've had a few carp today and I think we have made up to not putting a video for quite long. All I do with this, catapult this about a fair amount, and Retro Baits fluoro pop up just on a chard. You see how many of them we've got through. An orange one I put on there, or a maple pop up, and now just having it. Get on it, and I guarantee you I'll catch you a carp.
One of the top tips for you today, as you can see I've lost the 2 fish of the same problem. As soon as I was hitting into it, they just come off, they spat the hook out. So what I did is tighten the drag, so all I had to do is hit it and bang its tie line from my rod tip to his mouth. I got him in with a double take of Fab. And you know, when things start like that to happen, you've just got to think, what can you do to stop that? Like I said, I tightened my drag up, it worked a treat. There's your top tip. The rigs I've chose for today are very simple, plainly because I don't want anything to go wrong with it. Like I said, I'm fishing a lot of weed, and if they get in the weed, there's nothing to go wrong with it. So I'd just like to run you through it. First of all, 1.5 bait of Tutti Frutti, there, 15 millers, wide gape, big, size 10. And as you can see, that just whipped round. Then I've done it, I've pulled the bait back and then whipped round. So it's always pulling back of the hook, so no tangles. And sort of like a little bit of a blowback in its own way, because you know it's pushing that other line is pushing the bait back. And through, it's only about 3-4 inches long, coming through. Nice light mono, but strong as anything. Got a lot of stretch, and this is, it just blends right to the bottom. And you know, the weed just comes straight off this, you know, that's why I use it for weedy waters really. And then just going through to overhand knot, very simple. I've just got rig pairs in my rig board, so if I do get snapped off in the weed, it just comes back on itself and tighten up. And that's the rig I'm using to fish these weedy waters.
There's another one. This one from down the channel. Just literally recasted my other rod because I lost one on that. And this one's gone off. Whoop. In the net. See how big he looks. Right, so I've had my pictures. All I'm going to do now is lower him into the sling. Doesn't matter if they flap at this point because you've already got water in the bottom of the carp cradle. Undo the Velcro straps. Check the fish's fins are flat. They are. Lift him up. Carry him to the water. Just lower him in the water. And all you want to do is when you're letting him go, make sure he's upright. Let him give you the big kick. Hold him until he goes off, just like that. Return him to the lake safety. And that's how we look after our park lake fish. You enjoying your sandwich, mate?
Yeah, a bit of cheese on it.
Tell you what, if Retrobait's made a sandwich, it'd be perfect. My best fishing purchase has got to be a Nash Elevator carp cradle. None other than protects the car, water stored in the bottom, so you know they ain't going to dry out. Elevated off the ground, it has walls, protects the car. Tell you what, best thing I've ever brought, folds as flat as a mat, lightweight, and I couldn't recommend this strongly enough. It has Velcro here, so you can attach your waist link, etc. Undo that, undo this one with the carp inside, check the fins and walk it back to the lake. Safely, soundly, get on it.
My best purchase has got to be the Dawkins. They really have impressed me. You know, you got the volume, the sensitive, the tone. They're just 100% reliable. They're lightweight. You know, even though these are the EVs, you know, they're so brilliant. And matched up with the Stows is just an unbelievable setup. And they just really are so good, you know. They're just so light. They go on your bank six nice and easy. They look the part on the bank. The EV's not that dear. And this is my favourite purchase.
Alright, so Jordan J have done the fishing purchase, and to be fair, mine is the Barra. It's the Coram Barra. You can get any other makes, but the reason why I think this is so good enough for me is just, you know, you can get from swim to swim, easy access out of the car to the swim obviously. Also, if you float fishing in the summer, and obviously you need to go towards the car, easy to pick up, put your stuff on, foldable. You can just get to any places instead of carrying everything. With this Barra in particular, you've got a place to put in like your bait bucket. In my case, it's just got some bungee cords. These can all come off and they can all fold down in the car. Other makes such as Nash do like something called the Trax Evo, where they've got sides, and that's more of a Barra for people who do long sessions of night fishing. And yeah, I think it's one of the best things you can get for fishing. All your equipment can get to a swim, and it's not that much hassle. Alright, this is Courtney on the Carp Catchers. My first ever catfish. It's only a little kitten. I don't know what to say. I've never really caught anything kind of apart from carp. It feels really weird, and yeah, first on the Carp Catchers.
This is my 4th or 5th, I think. Fab's in again as he goes running off. It's been a good day. I'll end it there and you'll go see over Fab. Bet £8. Like I said, Fab's lost a couple. We'll put him back now. You go over to Fab's swim, see what he's doing.
Another one out the channel down there. Not the biggest fish. Give really good fights in it though. This one was caught on the Choddy with a Retrobait fluoropopper. Tell you what, they've been doing the business today down that channel. I mean, so I'm just going to get him back, get another rod down there, and hopefully have another car. Straight in there.
Don't let the hook come out. Just give that steady pressure, don't pull it out like Fab's. As you can see folks, the fish is weirded up in the lily pads. He's just caught it. So just keep a nice steady pressure on it, don't bully it or don't pull the hook out. If you keep a nice steady pressure, it will come out. We're going to try and get him out, and we'll show you the result if we get him out. As you can see, Jordan's kept that steady pressure on him, and he's in the margin. Yeah. So
I've just hit my rod go off then. He looks a better one, doesn't he?
And let's put something. I just don't know when to give up here. Really don't.
all I was doing, keeping steady pressure on it, and it eventually come out.
Is Jay that retarded?
And that's it. All you have to do is stick at it, and the prize will eventually come. Here we go. Hopefully it'll calm down. Animals and cameras really don't mix. You bugger. So that's a good thing about these cart cradles. So here we go. I stuck at it, just kept a steady pressure on the rod when he was in the weed, and it was this little beauty that come into my landing net. 14 pounds, biggest of the day. Proper chuffed with fun. Look at the mouth on that. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful mirror. Proper happy with this one.
Alright, this is my 4th of today. I've lost 8, sadly because of the lily pads by me, but I finally managed to get one. This time he didn't, you know, snap me or anything, but yeah, we just weighed him. He weighs 13 pounds. Yeah, he's my biggest today. Yeah, he's one of the originals of the lake. And yeah, look, the mouth on that, again, as George keeps saying, beautiful fish. And yeah.
Give us a smile.
Pardon?
Give
Is it
us
still
a
going?
smile. Yeah. Lift him up one more time. Give us a smile. As you can see, Jay's got a fish on. Just trying to get him in them lily pads like he did to me. But Jay's over here now. Luckily, keeping away from my line. Yeah, it's almost like we're taking it in turns to catch fish now. And one, then Jay, then me, then him, and it just keeps on going. But you know, it's all good sport, especially in the cold weather. Get in, not the biggest, but you know, it's a carp nonetheless. And to say it's getting on cold now, we'll get him in there on the mat, and we'll show you what he's like. What you got here then, Jay?
I've actually got a nice cat for you all. Bigger than Fabian's, of course. Oh man, look at his head.
Jay's just a bit bigger than mine.
A bit scared now. Look at him.
Do you know what?
We'll get him weighed. We'll get some pictures, and we'll show you the catfish.
15-pound cat. My first ever catfish. Unbelievable, screaming take. I thought it was a car. They're just beautiful creatures. I know why people go for them. Look at them, they're so slippery and slimy. He didn't even snag me up once. I could get my fist in his mouth. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Get loads of snaps, George. Look at his belly.
Right, we've come to the end of our session now. I hope you've enjoyed it. You know, we did take the time out, even in the rainy weather, to do a new episode, as we haven't done it for quite a bit.
Yeah, like you said, we've all had some fish. Yeah, you know, we've had 2 cats, 15 and 3-pounder. We've had some big carp, small carp. It's been great fun, even in the rain.
Yeah, I just want to say, if see any of the tactics you liked here, try and use them in your own fishing. And yeah, it's the end of the carp catchers, tight lines.
We'll
Get
see you
on
next
it.
week.